Welcome to Monday Tsene with Wellifehub. This month of October, as you know, it is a mental health awareness month. And as a practice, we always ensure that we give psychoeducation related to and bringing awareness around mental health issues. Today, I'm going to be speaking about the correlation between finances and mental health issues or mental health stressors. It has been shown in a number of studies that there is a high correlation between the stress that we feel, be it subjective or objective. So, subjective, it will be perceived, objective, it will be the real stress. So, what do I mean by that? The real stress will be job loss, not being able to make ends meet because of the economical downturn. And then perceived is how you view yourself in relation to your financial situation. Actually, I read a passage in one of the books that I've been reading this year where it says how you feel about money has nothing to do with the size of your bank account. And I found that quite profound because a lot of people relate their lack of finances or excess of finances to their mood. It's very much attached to how they feel about themselves because of maybe the places they can access, the kind of friendships that they can have at the end. Most of the time when I do premarital counseling, I always say money is loaded and no pun intended. And I usually give the couple a homework to go and investigate their own money philosophies. And you will be surprised what kind of, or the variables that the couple come up with. And if we don't interrogate these differences or these philosophies, then you find that the two people, they get married and they are quite, not in harmony about how to use the finances because their values are different, because of their own upbringing, because again, when I say money is loaded, it's related to power, value, access, position, the ability to stay in a particular place versus in another place, or the ability to take your kids to a particular school versus another, or to eat particular food versus the different foods. So what I am getting at is to say, I want you to evaluate your own money philosophy and how much it's impacting on your psychological well-being. Sometimes your money philosophy is that we'll always need debt to be able to survive as human beings. And another person's money philosophy is we need to save up for everything that we need to do. And those are different ways in which to look at how to use money or how to use debt. So for another person, it could be other people's money to leverage on that, to use as capital in business or in growth. But that would be a wise way of using debt versus I need debt to maybe show off or to show up in a certain way or to look like I can afford because the bank has given you, or whatever financier has given you that money. For the person that is saying we need to save up to be able to buy anything, it could be that also is coming from a fear, maybe a fear of lack, a position of security versus insecurity. Maybe they have had situations in their own lives, in their own bringing, where there was lack or where debt got them into trouble. And therefore they internalized that as, okay, debt is dangerous, or I should not even think about taking up debt, therefore we will save. And you might find that as part of the goals of a family, and here I'm speaking about a couple that is married and embarking on a journey together, where maybe their goals they have certain goals or certain milestones in a particular time, but this one who might be a saver or even a hoarder, and it does not even only end in saving, but hoarding as well. For them, they need to see certain digits in their bank account to be able to make any sort of decision, and it debilitates them, it paralyzes them from maybe enjoying themselves. If they are thinking of a trip as a family, for them, just taking those couple of thousands, it makes them to be anxious, it makes them to panic. So it's different money personalities or money philosophies that you can look at and say, how much is what I am getting, what I have, what I'm thinking of accessing, contributing to my mental health, to my lack of sleep, stressing about debit orders, stressing about if we have enough, stressing about if our risk is, we have mitigated against risk enough. You find that people have got plethora of insurances and just some stuff that is not even needed. I was talking to somebody lately who says this person has got debit order after debit order going off their statement, and if they were to cancel half of the stuff, they will live so well. And it might be that because you are so fear driven when it comes to finances, and there has never been security, and that makes you then to be either risk averse or to try to mitigate for risk, even in ways that are unnecessary. So go and check those. And if you find that you are struggling to strike a balance, a healthy balance, that is, I'm not talking about not putting those measures in place or budgeting or saving. But if you find that that paralyzes you, or for you to even think of payday, or when payday is about to come, it puts you in a panic. You are unable to sleep. You can't even enjoy your work because you know that by the time that it's payday, it's all gone. And that is not a healthy way to relate with money or to relate with finances, because then whenever money is spoken about, it throws you off, and it puts you in a way, in a place that is undesirable. And as I'm saying, on this World Mental Health Month, I want us to then take stock and be aware of how our finances or money contributing to your well-being, and what is your relationship with money, what is your money personality. There's a lot of literature on this, and also your money philosophy, which sometimes I do unpack, or actually all the time I do unpack it in premarital counseling, because it's very important. And I will just throw actually a fact that out of all the causes of divorce, and a lot of people think that it is in-laws or sex or disciplining kids or bringing up kids. Actually, it's not. It's finances, which are it's the number one cause of divorces in many marriages. So with this, I am saying that the way you feel about money has nothing to do with the size of your bank account. I'm leaving you with this thought, and until we see each other in the next episode, Nkate Kondala Mahoro signing out.